This is the video review for Transformers Animated Deluxe Class Ironhide. Got him about a week ago, and I am excited to finally show him to you guys. He is a repaint of the, retool of the Animated Deluxe Cybertron Mode Ratchet. And yet again, it is a Toys R Us exclusive. Just like every single other animated toy we've gotten since RC. It's a very nice figure. The orange looks pretty good. I mean, I had to use a different camera to pick up the orange and make it look good. But this is the best it's gonna get, and it looks pretty good. It's not. If you look in the back of the box and what you think we would have seen earlier, that it looked a lot more actual, like maroon-ish colored red. But this is a very orange red. I mean, it's very, very bright. And the thing I like about it is that it has the black and the gray, silverish paint, like the silver here, and the grayish metallic paint, and the black details to make the orange stand out a little bit more. But I will get a comparison with Ratchet in robot mode in a little bit. But overall, it's a very nice figure. I do like Ironhide for some reason a little bit better. When you think that the mold we made for Ratchet, I thought I'd like Ratchet better, but I, for some reason, think Ironhide just looks better in this mold. Probably because that's the only time we ever saw Ironhide, and we saw Ratchet more in his Earth mode, probably like that. But Autobot symbol-wise, he has a bigger than Ratchet silver Autobot symbol here. It's about twice as big as Ratchet's. I wish it was red like on Rodimus, but most of the Autobot symbols were silver, unfortunately. Everything is pretty much orange and black with a little bit of that metallic paint and the silver paint on here. So there's not really that much other differences. Same exact colors. A little more details like the yellow right there. Yellow details right there. Still pretty much exactly the same. So to transform him, what you want to do is you still want to pop these off, and it's pretty much exactly the same as Ratchet's, because if you look at under the silver, it's the black. So I'm going to set these off to the side. Then you want to just pull this down and then unpeg the legs and snap them in. See, that's the thing I noticed about this. The joints on this one are a lot tighter than Ratchet. I don't have a problem with that because Ratchet was as loose as, really loose. And Ironhide, I mean, things peg in and everything. It's amazing. I didn't think this mold would have that capability for some reason. But that's just me. Then what you want to do is you want to flip out the arms, untab them, and fold them around, and then fold them down, and twist them, and peg them into the side, twist it, peg it into the side, turn it down. Then you want to take this piece and pull it forward, and get these pieces off to the side, and push them in, and that little metallic gray colored peg right there, those will peg into. Then you want to pull up the head, and if you want to do what you're supposed to do, you can pull these up. But me and quite a bit of other people actually like it to make his arms look like he's more of a brute if his arms are down like this. So there you have Ironhide, and just for the sake of the review, I will fold up the properly. Sorry if the background just fell because my cat. So here you have Ironhide in robot mode. Very cool robot mode. Like I said earlier, he does still have the shock pads that Ratchet had, and you can still take them into his hands. He doesn't have anything different other than the head, the remolded head that I'll be talking about in a few seconds. Other than the remolded head, there's a zero difference other than colors and joint tightness between Ratchet and Ironhide. But like I said, he does have a brand new head. It is very, very Ironhide-ish. Some people are complaining because he's smirking, but he's not that rough, tough, beat you down guy like he is in the movie or in other Transformers series in animated. He was more of the newcomer. I can kind of say that. He wasn't aged. He wasn't rough, tough dude yet. So that's just what I think. And here he is compared with Ratchet. And like I said, as you can see, like everything, I just like I think the colors work a little bit better honestly for Ironhide than they do with Ratchet. And look at this, the legs on Ratchet, they don't even peg in, they just kind of flop. But on these, they are solid. They peg in and everything. You can hear it click. And I mean, that's honestly that's better in my part. That's what I think. It just looks like they put a little more detail, I want to say, into Ironhide. I don't know why, I don't think they did, really. But that's just what it seems to me. As you can see, there's the comparisons. Like I said, the only difference is the head. And Ironhide's head's a little bit smaller, so it does help transformation actually a little bit. Because this, I've noticed that the horns on mine will affect pulling this up sometimes. So let's take Ratchet out. And for a size comparison, I have two other animated figures. I have Rodimus. Let me just get him to stand here. There you go. And I'm only going to do one at a time. And you can see Rodimus and Ironhide are roughly the same size. Head to head, Ironhide's a little bit taller. And just everything, his bulk and everything, he's just overall bigger and taller than Rodimus. And then I have Electrostatic Soundwave. Always been my favorite animated figure in my personal opinion, next to Rodimus and an RC. And you can see, obviously, since Soundwave was one of the shorter figures, he is definitely shorter than, definitely shorter than Ratchet or Ironhide. So, overall, it's a pretty nice figure. The articulation is exactly the same as it was on Ratchet. Ball-jointed shoulders, double-hinged elbows, can rotate at the bicep area. It's exactly the same. Legs are thigh ball joints, can rotate at the leg, can bend forward and backward at the leg. The foot can bend forward. The head can go forward and back, and the head can also look up and down and twist side to side because it is on a ball joint. No hip rotation. No upper hip area rotation and chest rotation due to the transformation. The hands can rotate 360. And that's just about it for the big bulky guy. So I think it's very, very cool that they decided to go through with and release the two better figures, in my opinion. They released Ironhide and Rodimus. I do wish they could go ahead and release like all the Voyagers that need to be released, other than Blackout, because I have the Takara one. And just release all the others if they could, because really animated is the only thing I'm really getting into, other than a little bit of everything but Power Core combiners right now. I'm never going to collect those. So I just wish they could continue animated, which I know that might be a stretch to ask now due to the fact that the series might be dead, and I'm just going to end up having to pay more through Takara and get them shipped. So you never know. Let's hope. So there you have him, Transformers Animated Deluxe Class Ironhide.